Good afternoon. We are bringing you commentary today of Sweden against Slovakia from Euro 2020. I'm your alternative commentator, Russ Vernon, and you are listening to the Commentary Hub. We'll take a look at the two lineups, starting with Sweden, who have made no changes to the starting lineup, just the one change to the bench, which I'll tell you about in a short while. But their starting lineup for their match against Slovakia today, which we are bringing you live, kick-off is in around about 10 minutes time. In goal is Robin Olsen, a back four of Mikael Lustig, who, if he's booked today, will be missing the final group game. Victor Lindelöf is a centre-back alongside Marcus Danielsson, with Ludwig Augustinsson is a left back. Midfield is of Sebastian Larsson, along with Christopher Olsen and Albin Ekdal and Emil Forsberg. Emil Forsberg, should I say. Emil Forsberg is at the left wing. Then up front is Marcus Berry and Alexander Isak. Now we'll take a look at the Slovakian side, who make two changes from the 2-1 win over Poland in match day one for this game against Sweden today. And that sees Patrick Oshrivke and Kostelnik coming in for Lucas Araslin and Jakub Ramonda, are both dropping to the bench. So the lineup in full then is Martin Dubravka in goal, the back four of Peter Pekriak, Lubomir Saka with Milan Skriniar at centre-back as well, with Thomas Ubachan at left-back. A holding midfield of Jure Kutska alongside Patrick Revshke, and then further in front is Martin Kostelnik, Marek Amshek and Robert Mack. And Andre Duda leads the line. On the bench for Sweden is Jonsson and Norveld, the goalkeepers, Benkenson, Svensson, Elander, Semmer, Kraft, Klarsson, Janssen. He is also on the bench, along with Dejan Kluskevski, Robin Quaison, and Jens Leis Kajust. As for the Slovakian bench, and I'll just run you through their bench, the sub-goalkeeper is Dusan Kutisiak, Rodak are the two goalkeepers. Valgent, Regus, Vladimir Weiss, Robert Bosnick, Lasio Benz, David Anker, Lucas Araslin, Mikhail Durish, Stanislav Lobotka, and Jakub Miranda, who is on the bench, as I mentioned at the start of the team news. The referee is from Germany, that is Daniel Siebert, assisted by Jan Seidel and Raphael Fulton, with Georgy Kabakov among the fourth official. VAR is Marco Fritz, with his assistants Christian Dangert, Lee Betts and Stuart Adwell. Today, the referee assistants and VAR, the first assistant VAR are from Germany, for official from Bulgaria. Lee Betts and Stuart Adwell are both from England, while Martin Mertagov is also from Bulgaria. The players are in the tunnel. Ahead of kickoff. We'll bring you that kickoff very, very soon. And we're back after this short break. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Commentary Hub. Hello. Welcome back to coverage of Sweden against Slovakia ahead of kickoff. And we're going to break in a second as we get ready to hear the national anthems, starting with Slovakia.
Sweden.
Beautiful song, the national anthems of both Sweden and Slovakia. And we'll get ready for kick-off now. And we'll just remind you of those teams. We start off with Sweden. And in goal is Olsen, Lustig, Lindelof, Danielsson, Augustinsson, Larsson, Olsen, Ekdal, Forsberg, Berry, and Isak. As the officials now, just to recap of those, the referee is Daniel Siebert of Germany. He's a referee, he's been a regular in the Bundesliga games. Yes. And Marco Fritz, Christian Dingert and Lee Betts and Stuart Awell are English representatives in the VAR booth for this game today. We'll start off and take a look at Slovakia's team. It's Dubravka in goal, Bekary, Zakula, Skriniar, Nubakan, and then Krishanic makes his first start. Amzik just behind Duda, the captain, Mary Amshik, and Duda, the former Norwich City man, makes a false nine. And Robert Mack, could we see the return of the Mack tonight or this afternoon, depending where you are listening to us? Thank you very much. Hopefully you're doing okay. Live coverage between Sweden and Slovakia, with Slovakia to kick us off and underway in just a second. Should be a very good game today. We're almost ready for kick-off then. Forsberg just getting ready. Both teams getting positive results in the opening games. Slovakia beat Poland, while Sweden got a 0-0 draw with Spain, and the game is underway with Sweden in yellow shirts, dark blue shorts and yellow stockings, attacking the goal to my right, and Slovakia all in white to the goal to my left, as we are played just at about 27 minutes in this game as we get ready to watch the ballers. Yeah, is a Uruchan who is fouled, and there was a foul on Kuska, the number 19, who wins that free kick. Kuska, the number 19-year-old, in the middle of the park for Slovakia as they play a 4-2-3-1 formation. Looks like it's a 4-4-2 for Sweden. And Sweden, with Christoph Olsen, is fouled. He commits the foul, should I say, Olsen. And it's Skriniar who was fouled. Skriniar takes the ball back to Dubravka, who plays his club football at Newcastle United, just Martin Dubravka. As the ball is out over towards the penalty area, it breaks out wide to Klasnik, whose cross came in towards Kuska, who just strayed offside. You can see he's offside there. Correct call there from the officials to flag Kuska offside. should be a good game, this one today. Hopefully you are enjoying our coverage of Euro 2020. Thank you to those who are tuned in as we bring you the coverage throughout. As there's a strike in on goal with a deflection from Lawson's effort, and it was claimed at the second attempt by Martin Dubravka, but the Swedish defence, Slovakian defence did well to cover for him as we get ready for kick-off. Played just over 3 minutes in this first half as Lumia Saka finds Skriniar, who being linked with a move to Tottenham this moves yet again have a manager as Ubachan is keeping possession, and the ball is played forward. It's out wide on our far side, whereas Amshik again with the cross in. Come off Lindelof, who this ball got behind for a corner. Great ball in from Amshik, and Lindelof took his eye off the ball at the last second there for me. And Slovakia have a corner which they've got men forward from the back, including Skriniar and Saka as well. Here's Amshik with the corner, and a header just over from Kuska, and he's having a lot of chances so far. Is Kuska delightful cross, and Kuska just can't keep his header down on target as we watch this game. Hopefully you're doing okay as we are 5 minutes up into this game and it's still goalless. It's Forsberg. Keep hold of versions now with Lindelof. Feeds in to Nielsen. Lindelof again. The Man United centre-back plays a lovely ball through. Isak out wide to Lawson. Lawson with the crossing towards Isak. And now back for Lindelof, who just knocks the ball forward and it gets it back momentarily. Then he's another ball forward onto the path of Forsberg. Here is Olsen. Forsberg. He's out with the cross. Deflects behind for a corner. Sweden have responded well. And very patient as well. And good run from Isak. No one tracked him. Apart from Saka there, who got across well. You're listening to the home of alternative commentary, the commentary hub. Forsberg with the ball in, given away. But he's picked up by Olsen. Olsen crosses, but Martin Dubravka claims it really, really well. As we watch the game unfold between us. If you are just tuning into us, thank you very much. As we watch the game move forward. As just some footballing news just in regarding Leeds United. I'll give you that one. We've got a break in play for any Leeds fans listening to this coverage. After the club have just announced the first three pre-season matches. And I can tell you the dates and kick-off times as Swedes. So I could just pass the ball around. So I can just tell you that now. Leeds have confirmed three pre-season games against Guiseley, Blackburn, and Fleetwood all the way from home. 27th of July, 28th of July, and 30th of July. All 7 kickoffs for both Guiseley and Blackburn. 7 o'clock for Fleetwood. Ahead of the Premier League season, which sees Leeds open their Premier League campaign next year against Manchester United. There's now back to the football here and now in St. Petersburg, where Duda has got possession for Slovakia and he's put the ball out and play for a throw to Sweden. Good. Man wanted the foul there, but it's very, very late. As we watch this game unfold between us. Should be a good game today to cover for you. And I'm on a commentary again tomorrow. I'll tell you about that one later as we just watch this game unfold as the ball is spread out wide to the far side where it's picked up by Pekarik, who can fetch the ball forward. The low crossing is from Kshellnik and it was caught in the end from Olsen at the back post. Good, solid start for both sides as the game is a bit of end-to-end football so far, which is good to see some end-to-end football. As we watch the game unfold, as Berry with the cross in, back towards the back post, towards where Lustig comes. Marcus Berry pulled up with the foul there. As we bring you coverage of this Euro 2020 clash between Sweden and Slovakia. Martin Dubravka, who plays for Newcastle, their team have just announced the pre-season match against Rotherham United at the new ASL New York Stadium for 27th of July. 7 o'clock kickoff for the ASL New York Stadium for Dubravka to play at that if he does stay in Newcastle, unless he moves on. If a club comes in for him, that is. No club in for him at this moment in time, I can report, as the ball is forward onto the chest. Very, very well there of Forsberg, who did well to keep the ball moving. And he's Lustig down the line, and Isak plays the ball forward, and there's a run in for Berry there. Marcus Berry goes down there. There's a push by Uvachan, and there's a free kick, which is a free kick. Good start. As the free kick is in towards the going to be in towards the penalty area. Lawson and Augustinsson stood over this free kick on this right hand side for Sweden. Left hand side as Slovakia defend is a good start from both teams here. Sweden on the front foot at the moment with this free kick. We've played coming up towards 13 minutes and he's still no Lawson with the free kick. And he's headed over by Lustig, but can't keep his head down. And that is over the bar. And you're listening to the Home of Alternative Commentary, which is the commentary hub, bringing you great coverage from all of our matches in the Euros. We're also in partnership with the brilliant channel in JB Sports for the coverage of the matches. Hopefully you can listen to us wherever you are in the world and we can bring you some delightful commentary on the game as we watch this game unfold between us. It's still 0-0 between Sweden and Slovakia. Which is a good move going forward. Should be a very good game, this one today, as we are watching the match unfold between our eyes. We've played coming towards 15 minutes of the first half where it's still 0-0. Sweden and Slovenia are going head to head in this clash as the ball is fetched down for the touch of Isak and he's cleared away. Brought down on his chest there by Olsen, who can find Lustig, and then he feeds in Victor Lindelof, the Manchester United centre back, who did well in the Premier League last year for Manchester United. A good performances there. Skriniar has not been that good for Slovakia, being a lot of rotation alongside, but it looks like Saka might be the partner for Skriniar, who's been under flak recently, the Slovenian centre-half, as we see the ball with Mikael Lustig into Victor Lindelof, who gets the ball forward, giving away, and the ball is knocked back by the number 13 there, which is Erevski. Back to Dubravka, and he knocked the ball out of play via a deflection of a Sweden foot behind for a throw. Then Jan Andersson, the Sweden coach, has set his side up very, very well. He's not going to change his style for anybody. Reminds me a bit like the manager of Leeds United, Marcelo Bielsa. Don't change his side. Whatever side we play, don't change his ways. The Sweden did very, very well to hold Spain to a goalless draw, and it'll be interesting to see how Spain get on against Poland tomorrow, which you can hear on the channel with JB providing the commentary, and he'll be in the presenter's chair this evening for England against Scotland, and the ball is out of play for a throw to Slovakia. Force couldn't go on the end of that there for Sweden, who trying to move down the left-hand side. It's now brought under control by Skriniar, who can Fetch the ball up towards halfway. He then looks to play the ball out wide to Ubachan, who gets the ball back to Skriniar, and good play between the two players there. And he's now across to Saka, who is playing it further across to Pekarik, who gets it back to Saka, who's just knocking the ball around now, and Skriniar there. And Slovakia just keeping possession well and looking forward to some brilliant action. Today we're watching this game unfold between our eyes as we get ready for the opening goal in the game. We've only had one goal of straw so far. That did involve Sweden against Spain. Hopefully this Sweden game doesn't involve another goal of straw, as we hope to bring you some goals this afternoon. Hopefully we'll bring you the next game as well between Croatia and Czech Republic with Nicholas Jones. And tonight it's the big one. Join Justin Oit in the commentary box alongside Mike Harleman as they bring England against Scotland. JB will be presenting the coverage while providing some punditry as well. So you'll hear me before the game, half time, and after the game as England take on Scotland. This evening we watch the game unfold between us as the ball is knocked around well by Sweden. Ball is played forward there, is into Isak, on towards Larson, and now it's with Ekal, and then Olsen, and now is with Lindelof, the Manchester United defender. And I keep mentioning that, but he had a good run in the side for Manchester United towards the end of last season, and was in the Europa League final, did Victor Lindelof, and he was on the losing side after David Ayer missed the decisive penalty for the Red Devils. Lindelof again watching to find out and pick out Lustig, who now picks out Olsen and on to Forsberg, who turns away well, and Forsberg in towards Isak. Here's Isak to Larson, who's now back to Isak, and now to Lustig, who's controlling the ball well. He's now fed into Victor Lindelof, and that ball is across there with the path of Nielsen. On to Olsen. He can't get the ball back. He breaks, and now he gets the ball back after a good ball down the line, and he's cut out there by Pekriek, who concedes the corner, and it should be a good game. You're listening to the home of alternative commentary as the ball breaks to the edge of the box for Larson, but there's a man down inside the penalty area for Slovakia, which is Martin Kolesnik, should I say, as he got in the way of a strike. Isak may have just caught him there as well. May have caught Koscielnik there as he wins Slovakia a free kick inside their own half, inside their own box, as Dubravka hits the ball forward, right-footed over on that towards that right-hand side. It breaks now towards Klasnik again, who gives away a free kick on his opposite number, which is Danielson, who wins that free kick. Both 24s colliding there. Not much happening in the match between Sweden and Slovakia. It's still goalless as we watch the game unfold, as the ball is played forward by Saka, who can get the ball forward for Slovakia, but he's not going to come back towards them as Sweden with win possession as it's a throw in over on that far side. It breaks now for Augustinsson to take the throw in towards Berry, who can't get there. It's cleared up towards Amshik, who gets the ball forward. With Dudu is Olsen this time goes into the book. He's told him to cut it out as he goes in the book there. 3 times he's took out the number 19 for Slovakia, which is Kutsak. And Slovakia's were beginning to build up the field of play there with that passage of play before he was fouled there, the number 19 for you. We are bringing you live commentary on this game as we watch the game unfold between our eyes. It's a good game that we have got for you today to bring you as we watch the game unfold. It breaks now over on that far side for Slovakia to get forward with Kolesnik, who can't get the ball further forward. He now breaks to Forsberg to fetch the ball forward. The Swedish midfielder wearing number 10. Olsen gives the ball to Lustig, who via Larsen, who just keeping the ball well. It's now with Victor Lindelof, the Manchester United defender, who's just keeping possession well at the back when he's got the ball. He's just playing simple passes, not trying to force the pass forward, as he's just found Olsen there, did Victor Lindelof. And now he's across now with Danielson, and he's back with Lindelof. Lindelof again, he's into Forsberg, who can fetch the ball forward via Danielson, who leaves it for Augustinsson, who leaves it for Edkal, who back into Forsberg, and he looks to take a touch and play a chip ball out wide to the left-hand side, which is Augustinsson can collect towards Larsen at the back post. He comes off a Slovakian head in Ubachan, I think it was. Let's have a look who he comes off. Yes, he comes off Ubachan for a throw, which Lustig will leave. And he will let Victor Lindelof, who will request a new ball. He can get the ball into the penalty area, Victor Lindelof, who's looking like to do a long throw. I thought he might be inside the penalty area there, Victor Lindelof, but they must have worked on this. A long throw from Lindelof is flicked away and is now Duda can try and break for Slovakia. Robin Mack plays the ball back. No rhyme intended there. And I wonder if we'll be singing a song later regarding Robin Mack. If he can get on the score sheet today. We thought he got the score sheet on Monday, but the strike from him went in off of Wozek Szczesny, the foreign goalkeeper, who is in goal as Duden feeds the ball out to Pekarik, should I say. Now he's got the ball back and he's into Saka, who now will look to find Skriniar, who will fetch the ball forward. We are currently in the 26th minute of the game. It's still Sweden 0, Slovakia 0 as Isak fetches the ball forward. Here's Forsberg. And he's now with Augustinsson, who and Kishanenko does well, and Augustinsson puts the ball in. He's Berry there, who challenges again. Ravka trying to claim, but the ball is played forward and he's out of play for a throw to Slovakia. There is out to Sweden, should I say. As we watch this again in It looks like Lawson was blocking off Dubravka, and then he wasn't led there by Ubachan, who pushed Lawson out of the way of Dubravka, the goalkeeper for Slovakia. He plays his club football at Newcastle United. The ball is over the far side and he breaks away down and into the path over there. It's still goalless between Sweden and Slovakia on this Friday afternoon match from Euro 2020. The game played out in St. Petersburg, where it's nice and sunny over on one side of the pitch, shady the other side. Is nice weather out in St. Petersburg, it looks like, as the ball is down the line, and is a brilliant bit of play between Slovakia, who are keeping possession as coming towards the half hour mark. As we get ready to watch the game unfold, you're listening to the coverage of Sweden against Slovakia. Zubichan feeds into Duda, who holds up well. He now brings in Robin Mack into Marek Amshik towards the back post. Appeal for an handball in there by one or two of the Slovakian players, nothing given. Duda can't get an end of there. He breaks off Lindelof and the ball is out wide with the Kuska, who can try and get the ball in as Peckwick now has it as well. And it's a foul. And Olsen says he didn't touch him. It looks like there was a push in the back there on the number 13, who is Patrick Oravsky. Olsen committing fouls left, right, and centre as we watch the game unfold. You're 0-0 between Sweden and Slovakia. As the ball is in towards the penalty area. Around the back it goes. Comes off Kushka, who can't do anything about that and is out of play for a goal kick. Coming up towards the into the final 15 minutes of the first half is still goalless between Sweden and Slovakia. We'll be bringing you coverage of the game through to its conclusion today, as Robin Olsen, who was at Everton last season, on loan from Roma, back at Roma next season. He'll be managed by Jose Mourinho next season. Hopefully we've got commentary of Croatia v Czech Republic at 5 o'clock with Nicholas Jones. We'll let you know if that's going to head a little bit later on. And then we've also got coverage of the big one, England against Scotland tonight. Mike Onman and Justin Oit are your commentary team for that one. JB in the presenter's chair. And the ball is out wide for Larson. Delivers into the penalty area. He breaks towards Dahl on the edge of the penalty area. He's not back in towards the penalty area. Breaks towards Larson now. No, Lustig, sorry. Back to Lindelof. And across now to Nielsen. To Nielsen, back to Lindelof, who will look forward, will he? Yes, but he gives the ball away and he's now out of position if Slovakia can break quickly. As Mack is caught by Larson there, who just gives a I-5 there. And Slovakia just keeping time with their passes and with position as Marek Amshik, the captain, fetches the ball forward. Out wide now it goes to Ubachan, who can get the ball inside to Mark, back into Duda, and now is sprayed across to the right hand side where Pekaricki is coming forward. Is now with Kolesnik, who goes down on Kushelnik under Augustinsson, and then he couldn't get away from anyone then. He's out of play for a throw to Slovakia over on that far side, with Pekarik will take. He gets the ball back to Sacco, to Squignon, and now wide to Ubachan, who can get the ball forward to Mac, to Duda, but to Ubachan, who's got possession and is back with Squignon to Ubachan, who's not much of an advantage now, despite the referee playing one after Duda was fouled. Is now Isak, who loses out. He now breaks in for Amshik, who can get the ball out wide towards Duda. Can he keep the ball in play? He can. Up against Larson. Back he goes to Amshik. Crossfield pass. He does well to pick out that crossfield pass towards Pekarik, who gets the ball back to Saka, who can get the ball out wide to Kushelnik. Kushelnik in towards the penalty area there. And Amshik goes down inside the penalty area. He almost went down there. Did he get touched there? Did he get touched there? Amshik. No, he didn't. He just stuck to the vital moment and couldn't get there. Nothing in that. As Danielson watched the run well. Stefan Tarkovic, the Slovakian coach, he'll be happy with what his side's done so far. Limited Sweden to chances they've had in this first half. There's still goalless slow between Sweden and Slovakia. You're listening to coverage on the commentary hub. For the game today, we've your coverage of at least one game every single day since the tournament started, which is good to hear, and we'll be hopefully bringing you all of today's matches a little bit later on. We'll be hopefully be able to get some build up to some of the England game in this coverage. I'll try and fetch you some of the build up to some of the England Scotland game later, which can be on the channel with Mike Onman and Justin Oit, our very own Justin Oit, who is a great co-commentator for the channel. Great find and great coup for the channel to get someone of Justin Oit's calibre onto the channel, as Mac forces a corner there for Slovakia, and he does really, really well there. We'll just wait for this corner to be taken. Corner to be taken then. As we wait for this corner to be taken, we just lost signal for a moment, but we have now got it back as Amshik gets ready to take this corner for Slovakia. He's gone in deep, headed back across. He breaks to the edge of the box. Saka there with the ball back. Kuska shot was blocked. It breaks now for Martin Dubravka, who can get the ball out wide to Pekarik, and it's back to Dubravka, and he sends the ball forward downfield. He He's given the ball away and is now with Klesnik, who can just keep hold of possession. And now it's with Duda, who can just keep hold of possession well. And he sprays the ball out wide to Robin Mack. Can we sing Return of the Mack? Can I bring that out line today as we look for the game to come, as we look? Kuska can't get the ball through. Kuska couldn't get the ball through there. Ravkin now has it to Saka. Slovakia having a lot of chances in the past few moments. We're coming up towards the final 5 minutes of the first half. We've played 38 minutes. It's currently Sweden nil, Slovakia nil on your alternative commentary for this game today. Brilliant coverage from the team yesterday. If I do say so myself, Ukraine, North Macedonia was brought to you by myself. Nicholas Jones for the Denmark-Belgium game, and then last night the great commentary duo of Matt Ayers and Justin Oit for you, the Netherlands against Austria, as the ball is over on that far side as here's Duda. Can keep the ball well. He breaks now brilliantly. He's back to Amshik. How wide it goes. Rolling towards Duda. Flicked across towards Mack, but Olsen read the situation well and knew where he was going. Lustig got in the way. Makes sure Amshik and Duda couldn't get on the end of that. Or Mack could have gone under that. Was running from the back post. And it was claimed by Olsen. And now Sweden are back in possession in the middle of the park with Olsen, who will look to find Larsen. And now back to Olsen. And now on to Danielson. Forward towards Augustinsson, who can't get there. And now Kolesnik, who Koscielnik wins the free kick there, does Koscielnik. It's Sweden nil, Slovakia nil. If you're just joining us, thank you very much for bringing us the excellent commentary. We hopefully you enjoyed our excellent commentary. If you want to get your thoughts in on the game and what you think of the match, do so. You can get them in the comments section below over on our Twitter feed via the Periscope. You can also get them in via feeds that we are commenting on you, covering the game on YouTube, in the comment section on mine or JB's. Not going live across Twitch for this one today. The game between Sweden and Slovakia is not live across Twitch for this one. Due to some technical reasons, we'll try and sort them out for second half coverage. But we'll hopefully bring you the other two in full over on our Twitch channel this evening. We will hopefully bring second half coverage to Twitch of Sweden v Slovakia, which is currently 0-0 as we're into the final 4 minutes of the first half, where both teams are had a lot of the possession and some of the chances, but no one yet has really told the game by the scruff of his neck. We are watching the game unfold, and we hopefully you're enjoying our coverage of Euro 2020, a bit different from what you'd get on normal radios in UK or wherever you are from. It's up and coming broadcasters with the coverages on here as the ball is with a run. He's put the ball in towards the penalty area. Breaks now for the left back to keep hold of possession. Here's Ubachan, who can get the ball into Kuska, who gets the ball out wide to Pekarik, who keeps the ball well. He's great into Kolasinac, and now he can't get the ball forward. He's cut out well, and we are coming up towards the 42nd into the 43rd minute as the ball is hit over the top there by Amshikli in the final, coming towards the final 2 minutes of the first half. It's 0-0 between Sweden and Slovakia, and hopefully we'll bring you some great coverage of all the matches coming up later today. We'll be bringing you coverage, hopefully, of Croatia against the Czech Republic, which is in England's group, and we'll also bring you coverage of the game between England and Scotland later today. We'll definitely have England and Scotland today. Big build up for them from 7:45. Join JB, myself, Justin Oit, and Mike Orneman for all the build up for that one. We'll bring you the coverage here as we watch the game unfold as Peckrick feeds the ball out wide to this left hand side. And now here comes Mack into the penalty area. Robin Mack even out wide to other channels. If he's booked today, we'll miss the final group game. It's Amshik with the ball in. Lawson there, and Sweden give the ball away. And Robin Mack has the ball back again, and Slovakia are coming again. Here's Duda from Mack's pass. He will look up. He feeds the ball to Kuska, and Kuska loses out as Kolasinac, and just keeping possession well. We are currently in the towards the final 30 seconds of the first half. If you're wanting to sync up with us, I'll tell you how to do so in just a second, which is now. So if you go to, if we are currently on 44, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50 as the game comes towards the end of this first half. No real many stoppages in the first half, so I'll be surprised if we get any more than probably a minute. We don't even get that. It's half time, it's no stoppages, and it's half time, and there's no goals and no stoppages at the end of the first half in St. Petersburg. It's being decent build of play between both sides, but nothing at the end of it. Nothing separating the two sides either. At half time, it's Sweden 0, Slovakia 0. We'll be back in time for the second half. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Commentary Hub in partnership with JB Sports. Welcome back to the commentary of coverage of Sweden against Slovakia in St. Petersburg, where it's currently 0-0 at half time. You're listening to the commentary of coverage, and we will hopefully be bringing you some goals in the second half, which will hopefully spicing up the game in the second half. We are looking forward to seeing how this second half unfolds as we watch the game moving forward, and hopefully we get to see some goals moving forward and brilliant goals as well in the second half. We've had some good chances. Slovakia ending the game, ending the half on top. What can they do in the second half? Can they continue to progress and get forward and potentially open the scoring? I wonder, or will Sweden defend really, really well and resolutely and stop them from getting forward? We have got two players on a booking from either one from either side. If they are booked again today, they'll miss the final match of the group stage, which is Mikael Lustig of Sweden and Thomas Hubachan of Slovakia. So hopefully we have a good clean game in the second half. No bookings. We saw a couple of bookings in the first half, and well, we saw one booking in the first half, should I say. I'm sure I counted two, but I think it might have been just the one. Will confirm that to you in the coverage. The Olsen was the man who was booked in the first half for Sweden. He's the only man who has been booked so far. It should be a very good match as we watch the game unfold in the match. Hopefully you should be able to enjoy the coverage and join us for some great coverage between the two sides as we get ready to watch the second half unfold. We'll be back with you in a moment for second half coverage. Don't go anywhere, you're listening to the commentary up in partnership with JB Sports. Welcome back to our coverage of Sweden against Slovakia as we get ready for second half coverage to get underway, as we are now underway as well in the second half. Should be a good game. 10 seconds gone in the second half and is still goalless, as he was goalless at the break. If you're listening to us on Twitch for the second half, sorry for not bringing you the first half, as we get ready to bring this game to in the second half in its entirety over on Twitch. If you want to hear the first half, how the first half went, you can listen to it via the YouTube or Twitch or Twitter feed, as Isak going there and is for an opportunity behind for a goal kick, as we are able to bring you coverage of our matches for the games moving forward. Egdal with the from the corner, comes to Forsberg and he takes the deflection. Is it? No, according to the referee. Let's see if he does for me. Yes, I think he strikes the back of Petrovsky there. And the games are set for the match, as we look forward to watching the game in the second half, as we watch the match unfold. Should be a good game to bring to you this evening, as the ball is out for a corner to Sweden, who started the second half brightly in the opening 3 minutes. Larsson progressing down the right hand flank is still goalless. If you're just tuning in, we'll bring you the teams, reminder of the teams in a second. There's no changes to either side just yet. With a corner kick here, which is taken in towards the penalty area, coming towards Lindelof from Larsson's corner. Forsberg gets the ball back to Augustinsson, who knocks the ball back even further to Olsen. So just running through the teams for the second half. In goal for Sweden is Olsen, a back four of Lustig, Lindelof, Danielsson and Augustinsson. Seb Larsson, Olsen, Egdal and Forsberg is in midfield. Berry and Isak are from the bench of Jonsson, Norveld, Benkertsen, Svensson, Elander, Seamer, Kraft, Claesson, Janssen, Koveskel, Klassen and just on the bench. We'll bring you the Slovakian side in a moment, as Slovakia have just won a corner down the right hand side after Robin Mab brought it down on his chest. Appeals for an handball there by Sebastian Larsson, who along with Lustig blocked it behind for a corner. Skriniar is up from the back. Amshik with the corner. Flicked across, all the way across to the back post, where cleared by Danielsson. Back it goes, is Duda. Fires it over the bar. Always rising there from Duda as we watch the matches unfold. the match unfold as we get ready for action in the second half. Hopefully we see some goals as we played 5 minutes of the second half, still goalless. This afternoon. As Forsberg wins the Caesar throws. Now Slovakia just keeping possession with Skriniar knocking the ball out wide over that far side and moving you through the Slovakia side in a second. No changes to their side. It's Dubravka's in goal. Pekarik, Saka, Skriniar and Ubachan is at the back. We've got Kushka and Rovsky in the midfield. Kushelnik, Amshik and Mack behind Duda on the bench of Kuzak, Rodak, Velgent, Gregos, Weiss, Bosnik, Benz, Anko, Arslin, Durich, Rebecca and Miranda on the benches. Sweden come forward with Isak. How wide it goes to Augustinsson. His crosses in towards the penalty area. It's cleared away at the near post. It breaks now for a throw to Slovakia. Augustinsson was inside the penalty area as he crossed towards the middle of the box, towards the penalty area. And that was a Sanko who got the ball clear. Lovely break is Forsberg across to Isak. Can Isak get there? Lawson went down looking for a free kick on the edge of the box. Isak's forced away from goalless. Stood up there against Skriniar. The ball is in towards the penalty area for looking for Olsen, who's getting forward from the defence there. From midfield, should I say, as he tries to get the ball into the penalty area. Should be a good game. This is the ball is knocked around quite well as Skriniar has possession for Slovakia. Is goalless at the moment as we watch this game unfold between us as the ball is switched across to this right hand side for Pekarik to Vetch under control and he will just keep in hold and Slovakia just keep hold of possession as Zeka just playing a 1-2 there with Kushka and just making sure they can keep the ball. There's a ball spread out wide to Ubachan who fetches down on his chest well and lofts the ball down the line, looking for the run of Mack, who's up against Lindelof, who Matt just lets him know he's there and around and is behind for a goal kick. The ball is up towards the penalty area. It's cleared away, breaks into the path of Forsberg, who can't get there. He's not back as Becker just keeps all the possession and makes sure Becker should say keeps all the possession and makes sure Slovakia do not give the ball away very cheaply again. As Duda is foul there, he was stood on his foot by his opposite number Ed Cal, and Ed Cal has been doing that for the first from during the first half as well. If you've only just joined us on the Twitch feed for the second half, thank you very much for tuning in. We were unable to fetch the first half due to technical issues beyond our control, but we are up and running on Twitch now for the second half as the ball is forward down the right hand flank by Slovakia, looking to pick out the run of Kolesnik, who can't get an end of that, and now Sweden will come away over that far side. Hopefully, coming up next at 5 o'clock, we'll have Croatia against Czech Republic with Nicholas Jones. And then we've got the game between Sweden and we've got England and Scotland later. Sweden in action now as they almost thought they should have had a free kick there. Sweden, that's why I mentioned Sweden. As I said, we've got coming up later. We've got Sweden who almost should have had a free kick. But I mean, we've got Scotland's game, England against Scotland, the old enemy in action, with JB presenting the coverage. Mike Connery joined by the brilliant Justin Hoyt in the comments box. I'm going to be joining JB for analysis in the studio. So make sure you get tuned in for that one throughout the game. Today will be with you for all of the matches today. Hopefully, we'll let you know about the later on as and when we can. As we watch the game unfold, Leeds have announced 3 pre-season friendlies, as I've mentioned earlier. We've also just had 2 of our opening fixtures, away fixtures for the new season, chosen for TV. Man United away on Saturday 14th of August is at 12:30 live on BT, live on the TV over in UK, while Burnley against Leeds is now Sunday the 29th of August at 2 p.m, also live on the TV in the UK. So some good games there. We'll hopefully bring you coverage of our matches later in the show. Hopefully bring you some of those matches next season when the season resumes in August. You're listening to the Commentary Hub's coverage of Sweden against Slovakia. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you are just tuning in from wherever you are today, thank you very much. Free kick to Slovakia's Hamšík delivers the ball in towards the penalty area. Header by Kuskaya. Fantastic save by Olsen. Just offside, it looked to me, but he is very, very tight. Just offside, but Olsen didn't know. And that's a fantastic stop by Olsen. And he didn't know that Kushka was in an offside position there as we watch the game unfold as England take on Slovakia, as Sweden take on Slovakia, should I say. England later against Scotland. I'm pumped up for that. I keep saying England in this commentary for when the players were on the pitch, especially because Slovakia were playing in white. Here's the number 24 for Sweden, which is Danielson, who gets the ball forward. He breaks into the path of Berry. Now it's Isak. Isak gets the ball out wide. It was an header there from Augustinsson, who forces a good save from Martin Dubravka to keep Slovakia in there. It's fantastic save. What a save, and a fantastic save as well. Tipped over. Fantastic save by Robin Olsen. By Dubravka to deny. The brilliant save there. Augustinsson, who Robin Olsen had been proud with that one. As the corner is in towards Isak. And edit over there by Danielson. From Danielson, should I say. And Danielson edged just over. Isak, no picked him up, and no picked up Danielson as well. his header just all he needed to do was just guide it, and he needed to generate the power. The power was on that from the header from Isak for me. With an hour gone in the second half, it's still Sweden nil, Slovakia nil. An hour gone, 15 minutes of the second half gone. We are bringing you coverage of the game today between Sweden and Slovakia. We've got coverage of England later against Scotland. Don't forget to join us for that. Hopefully after this we'll have coverage of Croatia against the Czech Republic. To come as well as is Olsen, who can control well, who play the ball out wide, and the ball is coming forward for Sweden. Here's Forsberg, who Lindelof as well coming forward. Here's Isak, whose strike is takes a deflection behind for a corner. Good start to this second half on both sides, and Sweden beginning to get on the back foot and cause them a few problems early on. We've played 60 minutes of the second half. You're listening to the alternative. You're listening to the of alternative commentary, the commentary hub. It's 60 minutes gone in the second half. On the commentary hub is Sweden nil, Slovakia nil. The ball is out for a throw on that far side. Don't forget you can follow the commentary up on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is Commentary Live 1. Best way to follow the commentary up on Facebook is facebook.com/the commentary hub. That's the way to follow us today. And you can follow us wherever you are in the world via our brilliant platforms around the world, as well as we've got matches throughout the day coming up, and you do not want to miss that. As the ball is in towards the penalty area of Sweden, we've lost him, but the flag was up for offside. Skriniar's unhappy about that. For some reason, not sure what he was unhappy about, but he was unhappy there for some reason. As we watch the second half unfold, as we look to bring you great coverage of our 2020 matches as we get ready for some substitutes. Sweden are making some changes, and the man who's coming off is Christopher Olsen, with Victor Claesson, the man coming on. And the other man is Marcus Berry, who's leaving the field, and Robert Quaison is the man coming on. And there's a substitution for Slovakia as well, as Petr Pekriak is the man coming off. And Lukas Orsley is the man coming on. I think we're in favour forward with Kolesinac dropping back to the right back spot for Slovakia now with that alteration. So a bit of surprising alteration there, and a change in personnel, right back and right wing now as Sweden have possession with an advantage after a foul on Forsberg. Forsberg, should I say. Still 0-0. If you're just tuning in, we've played 20 minutes of the second half as Slovakia 0-0 with Sweden. As a foul there by Milan Skriniar, who then ran back into possession as Larson sprays the ball out wide to this right hand side for Lustig to get the ball forward in towards Quaison, who battles well for possession. Ramsey gets the ball across to Koscielny. Koscielny gets the ball back to Saka, who gets the ball again from Dubravka, who can look forward now. Saka, and we said him playing it forward, he feeds it to his centre back partner in Skriniar, and he feeds it back to Savik, and he knocks the ball inside. Out on the wing now, it goes down the line. It goes from Kolasinac towards the Sling as Isak gives the ball back to Larson. Here is in possession now is Victor Lindelof, who finds Forsberg, who can get the ball forward, can he into Isak. It's out wide to Augustinsson, who is keeping all the possession well. Is Augustinsson, and Forsberg gets the ball into Carl, and now he's out wide. There's in towards Isak from Lustig, and then over from Lustig and over the top. And Saka, he got the better of there. Isak can't keep his head down, but Sweden. So the second half, have had the better of the chances. But like the first half, they started off well and had a lot of the chances, and in the last few minutes of the second half, in the second part of the first half, Slovakia grew into the game and ended off stronger. So if that's going to be the case, is with Dubravka, who gets the ball forward. Lustig wins the header against Duda. As a ball is across now to Koscielny, and Koscielny just gives all the possession. England later against Scotland should be a good game this evening. You can hear that on the commentary hub in partnership with JB Sports as well. From 7:45 the match will be, the coverage throughout the big game tonight will be on air. We'll be doing the build up for that game. As we watch the ball come forward, here is Sweden, who trying to put under pressure against Slovakia. And he's a poor pass there from Skriniar. As we watch the ball come forward, is picked up here by the Kushka, who gets the ball back to Koscielny, who's coming forward from right back. And Koscielny wasn't fouled by Danielson there. I thought he was. Still 0-0 between Sweden and Slovakia. Good game this, to say still 0-0 with coming towards 20 minutes remaining. We've played almost 25 minutes of the second half, and you're listening to the commentary hub. It is Sweden 0, Slovakia 0. Forsberg on possession now. gets the ball forward, giving the ball away. Amshik inside. There's a ball with Amshik, who can see the ball forward. Good play. Duda can't keep on the possession as the ball. Lindelof did very well defensively there as Augustinsson can come forward for Sweden. Up towards halfway. Inside it goes to Isak. Isak is still going after being fouled there, and he's still going. Isak. Still going, Isak. Isak! Oh, fantastic effort. And then a push over there in the penalty area by Victor Claesson on. Not sure he was on who pushed over there, which I think it might have been Skriniar who pushed over there, Claesson. I'm not 100% sure. Sweden 0, Slovakia 0. Still goals then. Kushanak and the Slovakians just taking a bit of water on board. Is still goalless. Should be a good match. Today the ball is headed for by Isak on towards Robert Quorson, who can't get there. And he's out for a throw to Sweden, who might try and make the substitution now. It'll be their third change of the game. And will it be taken in a minute? Hopefully have a fantastic game. The ball is forward, it breaks over on that far side, it's down the line it goes. It breaks for Victor Lindelof, who will control possession. He took Forsberg, who just knocks the ball around well as he's played across there to Larson. And just looking to keep the ball at the moment are Sweden. Danielson with the ball as he looks to play the ball forward. Isak now for Lustig, who now for Larson, who just keeping possession well. Slovakia not really done much in the second half at the moment, as Augustinsson has possession. Good 0-0 between Sweden and Slovakia. Looks like Sweden may go for yet another may get to another 0-0 draw. Unless Isak can get the goal there. Into towards Quorson, round the goalkeeper. Goes down, and he's a penalty. Martin Dubravka fetches him down. And he is bugged there. It's a correct decision to give a penalty by after a foul by Martin Dubravka on Quisson. Robert Quisson gets there first. And they gets ahead, and then he takes him out. And that's a stonewall penalty. And Sweden have the chance to open up their account at Euro 2020. It's Emil Forsberg who can take the penalty. Can Forsberg get the goal here to put Sweden in the lead? Slovakia make a substitution. Vladimir Weiss has replaced Robert Mack. No return of the Mack song today, as Slovakia have to try and save this penalty. Martin Dubravka against Forsberg, who can put the Sweden into the lead, who can put the Swedish into the lead. Forsberg looks calm. Can he get the goal here, Forsberg? Forsberg steps up, and he is calm. It is a goal. As cool as you like from Forsberg. And Sweden lead. And in the second half, you have to say they deserve it. And Sweden lead by a goal to nil. The fans jumping for joy. Right in the corner, and despite guessing the right way there, Martin Dubravka, he couldn't keep it out. And a definite penalty. And then Emil Forsberg stepped up, right in the corner. No chance for Dubravka. And it's 1-0 Sweden. Absolutely perfect penalty then. Keeper Dubravka, as I mentioned, gets the right way. We couldn't keep it out. And Sweden, they deserve this lead based on the second half performance. It's Sweden 1, Slovakia 0. If you're just tuning in, thank you very much for doing so. You're just tuning in. It's 1-0 to Slovakia. It was Forsberg to give them the goal in his own possession again now, and here's Robert Quasson, who can try and get the ball forward, but it's stuck off him, and Slovakia will have possession and fetch the ball forward. You're listening to the commentary ups coverage of Sweden against Slovakia. And pressure will be on Spain against Poland tomorrow. They'll need a win, because Sweden will be on 4, Slovakia on 3. If Spain lose, they could be on just 1 point into the final game of the group stage and could potentially head out unless they get a win against Poland tomorrow. And then the ball is in towards the penalty area and he's over and behind. There's a cross there from Koscielny, and Olsen and Lindelof just let the ball go out for a goal kick. The flick on there from Quaison, looking to pick out Isak. Quaison in there again, and he gained the ball well there, did Larson, coming back, and he's bugged there, Larson. Is he? Hamzik has gone off. Andre Duda bugged there. I'm not 100% sure who came on for Hamšík, the captain for Slovakia. I'll let you know as soon as I can get it clarified. So I'm going off. I'm not sure the fetched on. As Quaison wins the header into Isak. Giving the ball away does Isak, and now they'll look to come forward. As the Hamšík, which is played by Leslie Benezu, went off after the penalty was awarded, and same time as Vladimir Weiss, who came on for Robert Mack. But I didn't see that change come on then, so how the game goes on as the is Isak through on goal. Isak still going. The shot there, deflects it just wide. Could have gone anywhere, but Victor Claessen's effort could have gone anywhere there as Isak with a brilliant run. Superb today, Isak. Victor Claessen, whose shot takes a deflection off Uberchan and he goes behind for a corner, which Sweden will try and get a second goal here as the ball is in towards the penalty area, breaks it, and Isak's in there again. Ball back in towards the penalty area once more. It's Lindelof who gets there this time. Lindelof back and it's hooked in towards the penalty area. Larsson gets there, the back post. Skriniar headed the ball away though as the ball is back up towards the far post this time over on the far side of the right. Can Sweden get there? No, Slovakia does with Uberchan who can come forward. Uberchan gets the ball forward into the path of Kretcher, the gets it to Kuchka, who is in the field is now with Weiss, who can play the ball out wide to number 18 Lukas Araslin, who can keep all of possession. Here is Benez, who can get the ball forward and is still going. Benez out wide now to Kushelnik. Back it goes into the path of Weiss. Down the sideline it goes. Weiss still going, but the flag was up for offside against the number 18 there, which is Enko. To get ready to decide, as I get ready to announce who's going to be man of the match in this game, as Avka has pulled off some fantastic saves. He's Jurish, who is on for Veske there, and another substitution as well. Sees Uberkan off and Anchor on for Uberchan as changes are made. And the man of the match decision's not been easy. 1-0 Sweden. My joined as the goal went in. Sweden leading by a goal to nil against Slovakia. And the man of the match is quite easy to decide today. I've already chosen. I'm going to reveal who it is in a couple of minutes. So make sure you stay tuned to find out who gets my man of the match and why. will announce that very shortly. Good afternoon to Mike Orneman. Says it was perfect timing. He joined as the goal went in from Forsberry from the penalty spot. We're into the final 5 minutes of this game now as Sweden lead by a goal to nil. Here on the commentary hub, you're bringing you some great coverage of the matches going forward. Sweden 1, Slovakia 0 is the scoreline. As we watch the second half unfold, you're tuning into the commentary hub. The second half has been on the Twitter feed, the Twitch feed, should I say, not the first half due to technical issues, which were beyond our control. We managed to resolve them for the second half as Danielson gets the ball clear and behind for a corner, which will be taken by the number 11, Laszlo Benash, who is also over this, as well as Andre Duda. Looks like Duda might be taking over and taking the corner now. He's spotted the ball down. Duda does take. He breaks in there. Ball's scrambled around. Is cleared away. And now Sweden can't break. Clausen is fouled there by Vladimir Weiss, who goes into the book. It's Sweden 1, Slovakia 0. And one way for this free kick to be taken, I can reveal. Man of the match today is Victor Lindelof of Sweden. Defended absolutely fantastic today and has formed a good partnership alongside Marcus Danielson as Albin Edkarl is off. He's played well today as Gustav Svensson is the man who's coming on for him, but Victor Lindelof, a fantastic performance from him and deserves the Man of the Match award. As we see the first substitution there. And the second one is Pierre Bengtsson. And he's replaced Augustinsson, who is just gone off. Who's had a good second half, he has, but it was close for Man of the Match today. He's had a good man of them, played well today, but I went with Victor Lindelof for his defensive presence at the back. As we watch this game unfold, you're listening to Coach Up is twice on. Edge of the penalty area, out to Isak. Isak loses out there. Ball in towards the penalty area is broken forward. It's now out wide with Vladimir Weiss, who comes into the middle and sprays the ball to this right hand side, and it's now Duda to Aseline, who can get the ball forward in towards Weiss again, who's giving the ball away. And here's Forsberry, who can get forward. Forsberry still going, but he's brought down his man there, who stays down, which is the number 19, which is Jura Kutska, who was stood on by his left ankle was stood on there. You are listening to the Home of Alternative Commentary. On the Home of Alternative Commentary is the Commentary Hub. Lab Alternative Commentary. Hopefully we'll have the game between Croatia and Czech Republic at 5 o'clock, but later on join Mike Orneman and Justin Oit in the commentary box for England against Scotland. JB presents with myself and Justin providing a bit of analysis at half time, before the game, and of course at full time as well. 5 minutes at a time in the second half as we watch the game go forward. As the ball is out wide. It was at right hand side for Sweden, left hand side for Slovakia as Vice slips over is Isak into Quarson. Forsberg out wide. He goes to Bengtsson. Bengtsson gets the ball back to Forsberg, back to Bengtsson. With an alien flob there. And he gets penalised. You're not the man who's very, very, very good at getting decisions for that with which is Luke Ayling. Been a good match this as we watch the game unfold today. Bengtsson gets the ball out for a corner, which is pressure on Sweden. Olsen not happy. Bengtsson there, that Michel Jurich is telling Duduet he wants it to go. He's met him. He's met by Kuska, who was desperate to arrive into the back of our man of the match. Sponsored by Common Services Victor Lindelof. Sweden should see this game out now with almost 9 seconds to go. Sweden make their final substitution. Emil Forsberg is the man coming off, and he is replaced by Emil Kraft of Newcastle coming on in his place. As Sweden still hold that slender lead as we enter towards the final, as we enter towards coming up towards the full time whistle. 2 minutes left to play between Sweden and Slovakia as the ball is in towards a penalty area. Ball is floated in. Is good defending from Emil Kraft, who's just come on to deny Anchor. Should be bringing you coverage of the game between Croatia and Czech Republic at 5 for the big one between England and Scotland at 8 o'clock tonight. We'll let you know if we can. I'll try and message someone in a moment to find out if that game will be going ahead, because I will be around to present or bring the coverage for that one. Ravko almost getting in there. Also gets the ball away. Still have inside the penalty area. Ravka's still in there. Duda, he goes. Earnsleen, no foul, appeals for handball and in there, nothing given. Dubravka can send the ball forward. No foul in there once more. Kushka fires over. As the time almost up now. That looked a penalty there. Check over for potential penalty. Nothing given. It looks like Sweden will win 1-0, which will put pressure on Spain to win against Poland tomorrow, which JB will be bringing the commentary of on that one. And Slovakia coming forward. Anko gets the ball forward towards the penalty area, cleared away. The referee not looking at his watch just yet. As Lindelof gets the ball away, looks at the wall. Now, well, the play still goes on. Saka sends the ball forward. Sweden get the ball clear. Through Kraft. And there is a full-time whistle. It's victory for Sweden. 4 points in their first 2 games. Sweden do very, very well. Ball down against Robbie Quaison. But at the break, at full time, Sweden's quality came through. Victor Lindelof, man of the match performance from him, and it's finished. Sweden 1, Slovakia 0. Thank you very much for joining our coverage today. Hopefully bring you the next match between the Czech Republic and Croatia at Hampden Park. But if not, we're back later with the England game against Scotland. But from all of us here, from this game in St. Petersburg, Sweden 1, Slovakia 0. Good night and goodbye.